the one, the only, Ben Sion.
Good morning and welcome to Yeshiva YouTube Daily Doubles, continuing with Succah, Perek Aleph, Mishnah Gimel and Dal. And Mishnah Gimel says, let's say you had a kosher sukkah, and you took a sheet and you wanted to cover the Succah with it, let's say a bed sheet or something like that. So the sunlight shouldn't get in. It's too sunny. You put it underneath the Succah, right underneath, so that if there's leaves falling, it should catch the leaves. They shouldn't go into the sukkah. Or he was in a sukkah and he had a bed. He brought his bed into a sukkah. He's supposed to sleep in the sukkah. Or we'll talk about that more going forward. And you brought a canopy bed into the sukkah and you put the canopy top on it. Psula. In all these cases, it's possible. The reason it's possible is because, like we mentioned in the previous Mishnah, it's called Succah taka sukkah. When you have two roofs, that's not good. You have sheet underneath on top, or you have a canopy bed. That's basically you're underneath the canopy and you're also underneath the sukkah. So that's Succah taka sukkah. We'll talk more in Ian Mitzion why Succah taka sukkah is a problem. However, if you're in a bed, which is a canopy bed, but it doesn't have four corners, four posts. It just has basically a post running across the middle, and you spread a sheet over it, and it drapes each way, making like a V. So therefore, if it's talking about a case where the space at the top of the V is within the three top tefachim is less than a tefach, so that's not called an oel. It all has to be a tefach, at least at the top. And that's not called an oel. So I'm only underneath one roof, which is the sukkah, not underneath the bed. And therefore, it's not Succah taka sukkah, and it's sheir adal. Let's say you were cheap and you don't want to buy schach because the schach mats cost a lot of money. So you took some grapevines, or you took some gourds, vines, or any type of plant made out of wood, and you made, let's say, walls, and you put the schach while it was still attached to the ground. You made that the schach. Psula, that's possible because mechuber lekarka. The Gemara is mechuber lekarka is possible. Let's say you had good schach, which was more than these vines. The osha katzan cheira. If you had more, so then it's batal barov. The schach pasal is batal in the rov of good schach. Then it's kasher. And also, if you cut it, right? If you cut it, it's no longer mechuber lekarka, so it's good. This is a famous klal by Mesechus. If you want to know what's kosher for schach, you need it to have two characteristics. One, that it's not makabel tuma, like metal or something that's makabel tuma. And secondly, it has to be something which is gidulo min haaretz, which grows from the ground. If it's something which does not grow from the ground, or it's made from something that doesn't grow from the ground, then it's not kosher for schach. And those are the two klalim. And the Gemara learns it out. Migarncha miikvecha, psolas garn v'yakev. The Gemara has a drasha. The Gemara, that's the way it understands it. It has to be namakabel tuma, and it has to be something which is gedulei karka, but it can't be mechuber lekarka. If mechuber lekarka, that's a problem. We'll talk about why these two characteristics on an intellectual level, why these two characteristics matter for your schach. And also try to connect it to the Mishnah Gimel, and Mishnah Beis, where we talked about Succah taka sukkah as psula. I'll elaborate more on the concept of sukkah, the reason behind sukkah, and explain these halachas, Iyam and Sion, coming up next.